Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. I am your host, the only Kayla, and today I have a very special guest in studio here at Mega Atlanta Radio. Today I have Atlanta artist FUFU with me.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Fantastic.
So I'm really excited about talking to you today. We have a lot to get into. But first, what I want to know about you is where are you from?
I was born in Atlanta, but my dad's from Mexico and my mom's from Costa Rica. So I feel like I'm both from Mexico and Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Mexitico because they call it ticos.
Oh.
Costa Rican people, they call them ticos. So
I've never
Mexitico.
heard that before.
Yeah.
Mexitico. Okay. So now you say you were born in Atlanta. Did you ever go back to Mexico and Costa Rica?
Yeah, I went on and off between Mexico and Costa Rica because my parents divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to spend time with both of them. And it was cool because, I got to see both of the countries.
Now, what was that like, spending time in Mexico and spending time in Costa Rica? Like, was it different or was it kind of similar? What was that experience like for you?
It was different. It was kind of similar because they're both hot countries. But where I lived in Mexico, it was like very apart from the city, very apart from society. And Costa Rica was like 20 minutes away from the city and the malls and everything. So it was definitely different on that side, but not on the weather and everything else. And I was never able to keep relationships, friendships and everything. I never had a childhood friendship because, I had to go on and off and I didn't like saying goodbye. And it was kind of difficult on that hand, but everything else was cool.
Now, would you say, having that experience living in Mexico and Costa Rica, would you say that that experience inspired your music today?
Definitely, because I always try to represent both of my roots with the Spanish and the English and the accent and the words they use in Mexico and the words they use in Costa Rica. So I got people thinking, what does that mean? I'm like, you got to go find out. And there you go. It's a Costa Rican word or it's a Mexican word.
That's awesome. Now, for people who are just getting to know about FUFU and who may have just heard one of your songs, how would you describe your sound and how would you describe your music?
So my sound is like a melodic trap with a little bit of rap, but it's also a woke trap because it's like an uplifting trap. Like I don't tell you to go do negative things. I tell you to grow up as yourself and learn about yourself and learn about karma and the 7 laws and everything in the spiritual realm, but also keep it trap to speak to my audience crazy. We're young, we like to have fun, but it's like a chill trap, a positive melodic woke trap, if that's.
I like that. I don't think I've heard that before. A positive melodic woke trap.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you describe it?
Yeah.
And one thing also, because I have heard your music and, I am a fan. I love it. And one thing I love about you that I don't think a lot of people are doing, but I feel like there are a handful of people that are tapping into that now is that you are bilingual and you represent that in your music. So it's not fully in Spanish and it's not fully in English. It is Spanglish.
Exactly.
Right, would you say?
Yeah.
So how is that for you? Because, I feel like you're blending kind of the best of both worlds, right? So people who are Latino can tune in and definitely understand. If they don't understand everything, they definitely understand something. And then you also have, you're appealing to the American side because people who speak English can be like, wait, I like this girl. I hear her speaking in Spanish, but she's also speaking in English, and they can kind of decipher what you're saying. So how is it blending both of those cultures and, putting out music in Spanglish?
It's really cool, and to me it's really important because, this new era of people that actually speak both languages and, understand completely both languages. And like you said, there's some that are going to understand this part and some that are going to understand that part. So it's like a bigger audience. And I like to represent the English and the Spanish because, to me, barriers are dumb. Like, who says that you got to speak one language? Or some people get on me because, you gotta speak, why are you speaking English, this and that. I'm like, dude, why not?
Yeah,
we gotta mix, we gotta come together, the more the merrier. We gotta make this empire in Spanglish.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that because I feel like this generation today is definitely pushing Spanglish. You don't have a lot of, back in the day, in a lot of traditional Hispanic households, Spanish was the number one language. But now a lot of the younger generation, they're may not speak it, but they understand it. You know, and so I think that's perfect that you're kind of blending, you know, both of them. And I think also what I think is going to set you apart is that we're right now, when it comes to music, I feel like Latin music is definitely like on top. Like we are breaking barriers. You see our numbers don't lie, you know, when it comes to streaming services. And I feel like for the first time in a long time, American artists not only want to work with Latin artists, but they see the value in it because they're looking at our numbers and they're like, wait, hold on, like I gotta jump on this track. When as before, you know, back in the day, you know, you never saw that crossover, but now we're seeing that crossover. So I feel like that your music definitely appeals to the American artists that would be like, yeah, I want to hop on that track, especially because, you know, you have English, you have your Spanglish music. So would you agree with that also, that you feel like you're a little bit more marketable because you blend both?
Definitely, yes. Because it's like, I'm telling you, like a bigger reach. And it's not only like staying in one box. You know, like I said, the more the merrier. If I spoke another language, best believe I would throw that shit in there. Oh, can I say bad words?
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Sorry.
I think you should take up another language and just shock people, shock your fans.
I want to learn Portuguese.
Oh, that'd be good.
Because I have Spanish. And, you know, it's...
Yep.
It could help, but then again, I'm lazy, so one day.
Well, listen, you just need to learn a few words and just throw it in there.
That would be so dope.
Didn't Bad Bunny make a record
in like Japanese?
It was something like that. Like he did in another language, and
was like,
it went crazy.
Yeah.
So that's all you gotta do. He only did a few words. So.
And then he repeated that, and people went crazy.
And it's crazy because I'm sure that definitely appealed to that culture, but he had Americans singing that line, like, which is crazy, right? Like, we don't know that language, but like you heard the Bad Bunny song and you were like, oh, I definitely know that line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fusion, like, you connect more people, and you're like, people from whatever language he took. I don't know if it's Chinese or like Japanese, but people from there are gonna look him up, and they're gonna be like, oh, Spanish music is actually fire. Like, there's more artists that's like besides Bad Bunny, so you get more people, and it's crazy.
No, I definitely agree with that. So you are 18 years old. So you are pretty young.
Yes.
Tell me, when did you decide like you wanted to pursue music, or that you were even good at it?
Oh, music has always been a part of my life. Like, my mom would never clean the house any Sunday without music, loud as hell. Like, the whole neighbors had to listen to that. And I was always telling my moms ever since I was a kid, I want to be famous. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to be an actor or a painter or something else, but I'm going to be famous. And she would help me throughout everything I wanted to do, like ballet and swimming, piano, soccer. I dropped everything. But once I got to like music, it happened once I got in a call with her, and I didn't know I could like write and everything, and I just made a song on a beat, like just to make it. And I called her and I rapped it, like I rapped the song for her, and she was like, "That's crazy! Like, you should record that and drop it." And I'm like, "Dude, calm down! Like, it's just like I just sang it to you with no
I'm
equipment.
just playing right now."
Yeah. And I was like, and after I hanged up the phone, I was like, maybe I should do it. Like, it's not impossible. So I started writing more, and then I started when I was 14. By the time I was 15, I got a first studio session. And I hopped in the booth, and my mom told me that you could see the spark in my eyes, that this is the thing that I was going to stay with my whole life. And I didn't take it serious at the moment because I was just starting. But then I dropped my first song, which was Reality, and a lot of people from Costa Rica started like noticing. And I used to make rap videos, like with the beat on the background and just rapping on my phone. And those videos got a lot of attention too, so I got attention from there, and then my music, and it just started flowing. And that's the point where I was like, okay, maybe people do like my music. Maybe I'm doing something good and different, and that's why they like it. And I've never been cocky. Like, it's hard for me to say that I'm good. Like, whenever people come up to me and like try to see me as somebody bigger than him or something like that, it's like kind of awkward to me. So to me to say that, oh yes, I've been good at this or I've been good at that, is hard. But at this point, looking back, I've done a lot, and I'm really proud of myself to come this far. But that was the point where I realized that I wanted to make music my whole life. When I started growing and seeing people, the comments, mostly the comments of people telling me, hey, you're going to go far, this, and that. That's why I value a lot the people that listen to my music, because nobody asked them to. Like,
Yeah.
they just do it because they like it. And that, to me, that shit's amazing. Like,
No, I think that's great because it also speaks volumes of how like supportive your mom was.
Yeah.
Because the first time she heard your song, even though, you know, you were just kind of like getting your feet wet, she was like, no, you have to record that. And so she supported you. So I feel like that speaks volumes as a mom.
Yeah.
And I feel like she definitely was the push you needed to make music because obviously, you know, your music is good, you know.
Thank you.
And I know you're trying to be modest right now, but your music is good. And I can definitely hear that you have a place in this industry.
Thank you.
You know, you are definitely, you're different. You know, you're blending, you know, that Spanglish sound, your Latin trap, and I feel like you're coming with a really good message also. Because like I said, you're 18 years old, you know, you can be doing anything, right? But you're choosing to go the positive route, and I think that your music definitely speaks for itself. So,
that's
you know,
the
you
goal.
should definitely pat yourself on the back for that because...
Thank you so much.
That's big. So once you decided to take it serious, and you put out your first record was Reality, right? When would you say you really started to gain traction and like, okay, like I have something here?
I posted a track called it Que Se Vengan. It was in Spanish, a trap. It was very violent. Like, I don't give a fuck, this, that. And people in Costa Rica were like, we've never heard this type of music coming from Costa Rica. They only do reggaeton and stuff like that over there. They consume that. And so a lot of people from Costa Rica started seeing me as this new trap artist rising from Costa Rica. And then I got attention from Mexico way after. But that was a track that kind of pushed my career. I was like, wow, people really like this. I'm going to start making more trap, this, and that. And after that, I started posting more. That was the track that got the attention from my label, WarnerMedia. And I was like, when I received that message, I was like, okay. I think that was the point where I was like, okay, I really got something now. I got this support from these big people. Like, I was about to quit music. My mom, I love you, Ma. She sold her car to go to studio sessions with me and pay for photography and everything.
Wow.
She sold her car, bruh. And now, like, this is all because of my mom, to be honest. Because if it wasn't for her paying for the studio sessions, she was my manager for a long time, but we didn't have that knowledge. But when the big people came, like, she was relieved because she was like, now you're with Papa and Mama. You good now. Go follow your dream.
Oh.
And I was,
Yeah, no, see, like I said, that your mom, you know, that's amazing to hear because I know there's a lot of people out there who may want to do music. And sometimes, you know, parents can be a little apprehensive because the music industry it's scary and you never know, like, if your child is going to make it or not. So I think that to have your mom push you the way that she did, I mean, the fact that she sold her car, you know, is insane. But that just goes to show, one, a mother's love, you know, the length she'll go for her child, and that she really believed in you. And now you can, you know, you're seeing it all come to fruition. What was that like, getting that message? I know you spoke about it a little bit, but like, what was that like, getting that message from WarnerMedia that they wanted to sign you?
I was in shock. I was like, they want me? Like, they want me? Mm-hmm. And it was Danny that, till this day, she's my A&R. Shout out to Danny. She texted me and she was like, hey, we want to have a conversation with you. We think you're really cool. And they made a Zoom call where I got to meet everybody. They were straightforward. They were like, we don't want to change anything about you. We just want to watch you grow and want to help you. And I was like, that's what I want. That's what I need. Because they got to me at the right moment, because I was about to quit music. Yeah. I was like, this is too expensive. I can't do it. I'm going to just finish school and everything. And even my mom even let me drop school to pursue music. And it's crazy to me that now I'm doing it. But yeah, once she found out and I found out, we just went through the process, and it was like a year to sign me because I was a minor. But now it's been a year with them. Yeah. And yeah, I was in shock. And they did whatever they were gonna do, or I don't know, but it's working, you know?
Yeah. And I think that that's great to hear on a positive side, because I feel like today we're hearing from a lot of artists that are signed to labels that it's better to go the independent route. Or, you know, if you already have a following or, you know, you're starting to gain traction, like, you should just stay independent as opposed to signing with a label. But I think that it's great to hear from your perspective because, you know, you're saying it differently. You're saying, no, like, this label came to me at the right time because if they didn't, I wouldn't have pursued music, you know, and they've helped you out a lot in your career. So, you know, would you say, like, you agree with that? Like, yeah, you know, it's may not be for everybody, but definitely for some artists out there, if you have the opportunity to sign to a label, that's what you should do.
Definitely the best choice I've ever made in my career. Because, I mean, with this label, I've never had experiences with other labels, but this label actually cares about the artist and values it a lot. And it's more than just the music. Like, I've cried with my managers. Like, they've told me their problems. I've told them my problems, and we cried, and we would go through the same shit. And it's like we're a family now. And I have my family with all my managers, and it's just that connection. Like, that's why I say it's the best choice I made, because I know not longer have just a working family, but I also have this family that also actually feels like a family and supports my music.
No, for sure. I think that to each his own. You know, there are some people that can go the independent route, but there's other people that can't, you know, and that labels really, really do help them. So I'm happy to hear. And it also sounds like, which I think a lot of other artists are probably having trouble with, is that it sounds like you have full creative control, which is what a lot of artists sometimes are, like, complaining about, is that they don't have creative control, but you do. So what is that like for you as an 18-year-old who really has a good eye on, like, what they want to do in terms of music? You have a good handle on your sound. How does it feel for you to know that you have complete creative control over everything that you drop?
It's amazing, because if I tell them, hey, listen, I want to make this video and I want to shoot electricity out of my hands, and they're like, all right, that's what you want. Let's do it. And I'm like, let's do it. And that's the best part, because when I was, like, starting music, I was eager to start making videos and, like, people to see me and everything, because I would see all these artists and the delivery in their videos. Like, I looked up to that. And that the fact that they let me do my videos and direct my videos and do it like I want it, it's just everything to me, because I get to see myself as I always wanted to see myself.
Right.
And I love having creative control. And to my music, they never tell me, like, no, you can't release this, you can't release that. Like, that's what you really want, that's what you really feel in your heart, do it, because you're the artist. You made the song. You know what's in it. You know the energy you put in there. You know what's going to be spread around the world. That's what I love. They respect that a lot. They respect my opinion a lot.
That's amazing. So shout out to Warner.
Shout out to Warner. Shout out to my fam. W.
I love it. I love it. So, okay. So now let's talk about, you were featured on the Multiplica Mixtape.
Multiplica Mixtape.
Talk to me about that experience, because, first talk about what the Multiplica Mixtape is for people who don't know. First, explain that.
Okay, the Multiplica Mixtape is it's not just a mixtape. It's a organization of a lot of artists from all around the world. That's what we want. We want artists from all around the world to know that music can just multiply, and just, the more the merrier. Just multiplica. And it all started in a camp in República Dominicana. It was a writing camp. And there was just a bunch of artists that went there to, like, make music. Nobody expected it to be like this whole group, this whole family, and it boomed. It happened. A lot of the main track that is on the first mixtape is La Familia, and those are the OGs artists that started Multiplica. And there's Phelp. He's the main artist on the song. He started the Multiplica movement because he will always go like this in the party. Whenever we were chilling, he would go, hey, Multiplica, and he would give you a bag of weed, or he would give you something to multiply. And it was just cool. Everybody felt identified with the term. And the song initially it was just gonna be 3 people, and then everybody heard it. And everybody was like, this is heat, I'm gonna hop on it. And I was like, fuck it, just do it. And it became that main song. And then we were all like, we can't just release this separately. Like, we gotta unite. So we put all the songs in a mixtape, and it created the Multiplica Mixtape. And they followed it up. They made another camp in Las Vegas with more artists, new artists, to the Multiplica Mixtape. And then they made more songs, and they put those songs in the Multiplica Mixtape. So
nice.
it's like, it's not just a mixtape. It's like a lot of artists united.
So basically, it's just a project full of heat.
Exactly.
A project full of heat.
And anybody's welcome. Like, there's Snow the Product is in it.
I love Snow the Product.
Aleman, Kitkeo, Young Sarria, Patron 970, all like the big dogs with the helping the small dogs. You know, that's what it's all about. Multiplying. You help me, I help you. We don't want to add or subtract. We want to multiply.
I love that. And I love that, you guys all kind of came together for one, unified purpose. I think that's amazing. How does it feel for you? Because like you said, there were so many different artists on this project from different countries, but you were representing for the U.S. side. So like, what was that like for you to be one of the top dogs representing for the U.S. side?
To me, it was like, I'm not only representing the U.S., but I'm also the smallest there. I'm like the kid of the group. But having, like, because I didn't want to write in Spanish. I wanted to rep the U.S. So in the Familia song, you could hear me. My whole verse is in English because I wanted to rep.
Yeah.
To me, that's really important because everybody was doing Spanish. And I was like, I can't do Spanish because everybody's doing Spanish. So I just pulled up the ATL card and I got my verse done. But yes, it's really important to me to also, because it's not only Spanish. With the English, it sounds, you got more flow. It's like, because the trap from Costa Rica, the trap from Spanish people is way different than Atlanta trap.
Yes.
It's like more, I know you see the difference.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like integrate that in that song. I think I did. Go check it out.
You definitely did, because I heard that track and I was like, okay, I love this. It sounds so good. So after you did that, I know you're working on another project, but talk to me about the record, which the record I heard that I really liked was High.
Yeah.
I really, really liked that. And I was like, okay, this is different. Like, it sounds so good. What inspired that track?
Basically, I was in that República Dominicana camp. I made that there too. And I was sick at that camp. I didn't go out. I really didn't get to, talk to the artists. But the last day, I was like, no, just give me a session because I want to do at least one song.
Right.
And I did one song, and they were like, we love it. We got the whole crew in the studio, and they were like, this is heat. And I'm so happy I finally got to release it. But the inspiration for that song was mainly that I had all this energy in me. I was sick the whole trip, and I was like, no, I need to do something. I need to get up my ass and do something. So I hopped in the booth, and I started writing, and the beat was so fire. And shout out to KZO. And it went with the flow. I talk about my enemies, basically, that I was quiet for a long time, but now it's my time. I've never been so direct in my songs to people, and this is one of the songs where I'm really direct. So it's like my moment. Like, that's the song where I was like, this is my life now. I'm a trapper, and I don't care. This is what I'm doing.
Sometimes you gotta talk that talk.
Yeah.
I
felt really good saying all that, and now that people are able to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you write all of your raps?
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about rappers that don't write their raps?
Oh, that's cool, because sometimes I be in the studio and I'm like, I can't come up with anything. I need help. And luckily there's writers there that I got you. So they write me the songs and I'm good. Like, not the whole song, but I got like verses and we work together. That's the main part, that we both like the song, and I'm not going to put something in it that I don't like. So I respect rappers that don't write their own songs, because sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I know there was like this whole wave of like, it coming out about certain rappers that don't write their own raps, and it was like this whole thing. But again, I feel like to each his own. Everybody, has their place in music, and what you choose to do is what you choose to do, right? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
it's better to write your own songs,
artist.
But at the end of the day, like, it's a song, and the main objective is for people to enjoy it. No matter whose it is. It's like, it does matter whose it is, but you gotta do what you gotta do again.
So talk to me about your upcoming project. I know you're working on it right now. What's that looking like?
So we got 4 songs on the way.
Okay. Is it going to be a album? Is it going to be a mixtape, a EP?
It's gonna be like 4 singles, just 4 singles separately. And one is called Delitos, the other one is called Complicado Fanta, and oh my God, I forgot. Because the other one, I think doesn't have a name yet, but there's another one.
There's 4, okay.
Yeah. And 2 of them are coming with a video each. And I'm really excited for Fanta because that video was made in Colombia and it's just another level. It's like the way I wanted to portray my music. It's really, on the streets with cars and people full of tattoos. It's just amazing. And I'm really excited to be releasing music again, getting moving. Shout out to Patron, my manager, making all of this possible.
So are the records done or are you still working on them?
They're done.
They're done. Okay. Yeah. So how would you describe these 4 songs? Like, what are you talking about, what's centered around these 4 songs?
They're all different because I like to keep different energies on my song. Like, if I have 2 songs that are too hype, I need a
2 mellow songs.
Sappy song.
Yeah, okay.
So, Complicado is about complicated love that is forever. Like, it's complicated because it's not perfect, but you're still fighting for it.
Right, okay.
Then Delitos is just about going with your gang, just smoking and driving, having fun, all in a really safe way.
Okay, I love that.
And protected way. I talk about being protected by the gods and that we could do anything. We're the kings of our own world. And then Fanta is about burning wheels, like drifting.
Yes,
I love drifting. I don't do it, but I've been in a car many times while they do it and it's just amazing. So I wanted to make a song about that because of the feeling it gives me, and I capture that feeling greatly. You'll see
I can't wait.
And then the last one is a lot more like Delitos, having fun, but it's like more so like a tiradera, like throwing shade to a lot of rappers, female and male, so watch out.
So you are throwing shade to some of these rappers?
Yes.
Do you name these rappers?
I don't name them, but I use bars from their songs, so I flip them and be like, oh, you said this? Well, I'm gonna say this type shit.
Are they well-known rappers or are they like local rappers?
No, it's just people that at the beginning I did encounter some people that wanted to take advantage of my talent and thought I was dumb, basically. And yeah, it was a long time ago, but I stood quiet, and now I'm not.
You're breaking your silence.
Yeah, finally. Now that I forgave them.
Now, are these artists overseas, like in different countries? Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in Costa Rica.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna know you're talking.
Oh,
about
yeah.
them.
Hopefully they know.
So she's coming. Okay.
Yeah.
So be ready, because she might be talking about you.
I am talking about you.
Ooh, okay. I love it. So tell me, do you have a release date yet on that? Because now I really want to hear this music.
Oh, I have dates, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the dates.
Okay,
yet.
that's fine. But can you say if it's going to come out this year?
Yeah, it's going to come this month. No, wait.
You don't have to give dates.
No, next month, and then the next month, and then the next month.
Okay, so you're going to be dropping a single kind of every month.
But I'm not going to say the dates of each month, but it's each month.
So each month you're going to release a single. We're not saying what date or what month. Just know that there's music coming.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have any collaborations on these singles, or it's just you?
Just me.
Okay. Is there someone that you would love to collaborate with? Like, who would be your dream collab?
Definitely Kid Keo, Young Sarria, Patron 970, Tales, and I really, really, really want to work with Lil Mosey. Lil Mosey?
I have heard of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has that happy trap that I like. He wrote that one, bad bitch, you do what I say so.
Yes, I do know that song. Okay.
I like that. He's
Ooh,
really hypey.
Yeah, so that could be in the works soon, I'm sure.
Hopefully. Que Dios te oiga.
So you are Latina. You say that you do Latin trap, right? That's how you would describe your sound. Do you see yourself doing reggaeton? Tapping into that? Or
Yes, I've been trying really hard to make reggaeton. I've only made 2 songs that are reggaeton, but I feel like I'm going to get better each time I make another one. But yeah, I've been trying. Because like trap and reggaeton are very far away. So for me to like switch, I feel like I'm very versatile. But reggaeton has it gave me headaches when I started doing it. But I'll get better. And yes, I do want to make reggaeton because it's a genre that a lot of people consume, you know. I myself love reggaeton. I don't know how they make it. But yeah.
It's an art for sure.
Definitely.
And like, how do they make it? I don't know. I don't come from the music side, so I feel like anytime making music or even writing music is like, to me, I'm like, that's so hard. Like, I could never do that.
It was hard for me at the beginning, but because I was very insecure of what I would say, and I would care a lot about what if I say this, or people are going to think I'm dumb, or this and that. And no, now it's different. It's a whole different story. Like, I'm more secure, and I hope
you sound more secure. Like, you feel like you are definitely secure of your place in your music and like as an artist, which I think a lot of people at your age are not. You know, they're still kind of figuring it out, but you seem to be very sure of what you want to do going forward.
Yeah, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Even if I don't make money or anything from it, I just want to be able to express myself on a hot beat, you know.
I feel like that's how you know for sure something is your passion. Like when you think about it all the time and you want to do this no matter what, and you're willing to give up anything for it, that's how you know that this is your passion and that you are passionate about it.
Amen.
So tell me, how did you get the name FUFU?
Oh, FUFU, in Costa Rica, we value a lot our culture, and we have Indian tribes that are, to this day, we got forests reserved for them. And if you go in there and they get violent, that's on you, because there's been cases where they throw like things at people because they are trying to get a picture of them, or, you know, like there was a case where somebody like got shot. It wasn't like, kids, they don't got guns, but they got like the sticks. Yeah. They threw one of them out. Crazy story. But we do value a lot our culture. And in that tribe, it's called Los Maleku. They call the morpho butterfly, which is the blue butterfly, they call it FUFU. They call it FUFU, but FUFU sounds better to me. FUFU. So to me, the butterfly, well, my favorite color is blue, and the butterfly is blue. Thank you.
That's my favorite color too.
I love blue. I think it represents royalty and self-respect and authority. And yeah, it's like my favorite blue is navy blue, but the butterfly was blue, and I was like, that's cool. And then I looked up the meaning of the butterfly, and it's not constant change, but it's change and transformation, and, you know, leaving things in the past. And I'm a person that is always dyeing her hair, or like changing their clothes, or doing things to just be different, or reinvent myself. So I was like, I mean, I like that name. I like the meaning of the butterfly. I change a lot, so FUFU's gonna be the name. But initially, I didn't know that. But initially, it was gonna be FU, like, you know, like FU twice, because I'm unapologetically myself. And then I got this new meaning, and it was like more appropriate. Yeah. So I say that the second meaning first. But yeah, it was because of butterfly.
I love it. Yeah. FUFU. So, what advice would you give to a young artist like yourself? Because, like, you know, I know I mentioned it before, you are 18, but, you know, just in this short time talking to you, you can just tell that you are wise beyond your years. Like, you definitely aren't your average 18-year-old, you know? What advice would you give to, you know, any young artist, especially a female artist, Latina artist coming up in the industry and like wanting to pursue music? Like, what advice would you give to them?
Well, this is like more for the people that are starting. Like, they don't know where to start. Like, I started recording songs on my closet with my phone and GarageBand, and I didn't care about the sound quality. I just wanted people to hear what I had. So I guess that would be the main advice to, it doesn't matter the sound quality, it doesn't matter where you do it, like, as long as you put your project out, because I made a lot of following from just making videos with a beat on the, like, not even a whole production, it was just a video. So as long as you put your art out and don't care what other people think, you're gonna be good. Like, if you really believe you're good and you really want to do this because you really love music, then you're gonna be good as long as you put your projects out. Doesn't matter. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter if it's not a good quality. Just put it out. Let people hear.
That's some really good advice, because even like I feel like that speaks to anyone in any industry, right? Like, you know, you can always like overthink, like, oh my goodness, I don't have the platform, or I don't have the equipment, I don't have anything, right? But I think now more than ever, you know, if you have a phone, you're already ahead of a lot of people, right? Because everyone has a phone, right? So if you put out your music, or if you put out a video, if you want to be whatever industry that you're in, you know, so I think that's great advice, you know, that you're giving to someone who's coming up in any industry, is like, just do it. Just do it. Even if it, you know, the sound quality doesn't sound as good, or maybe the video quality, or maybe you don't have a music video. Because I think people sometimes think like, okay, well, you know, you're looking at these other artists and you're like, okay, I have to compare myself. But like not realizing like, okay, these people have hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right. A lot of them sometimes have a label backing them. But I mean, if you're passionate, like you said, if you're passionate about what you want to do and you're passionate about the lane in which you want to go, I mean, you just have to do it.
Exactly.
Just do it and just put it out there, because I'm a big believer in you never know who's watching.
Exactly. I'm a big believer too. Like, you just gotta believe that. That's the thing. If you have faith, to me, I'm a very spiritual person. So faith to me is everything. Like, the first time I put a project out, I was like, I don't know what to expect, but I'm not expecting anything. I'm just letting the universe do it. I'm chilling.
No, that's great. That's, like I said, that's amazing advice. So as we wrap up this interview, okay, I like to play a fun little segment with all of my guests. It's called 5 Questions Nobody Ever Asks, okay? So it's a rapid fire segment. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and, you know, you're going to answer them pretty quickly, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Putting you on the spot right now, right? Question number 1. Who is the most famous contact in your phone?
I talk a lot to Kid Gale. He's one of my major inspirations.
He's an artist?
Yes. He's from Spain.
From Spain, okay. Yeah. So he's like the most famous person, you'd say. Okay, perfect. Question number 2. What is the worst song by your favorite artist?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Because he adopted me. He's like my dad. He says I'm his kid. So I'm sorry, Dad.
The worst song by your favorite artist. Who is that?
That's Kid Gale.
Okay. So what's his worst song?
On his spot. Wait, he doesn't have any bad songs though. I'm gonna use Russ. Russ is
the artist Russ?
Yes.
Okay, I love Russ.
He's my favorite. He's my second favorite artist.
Okay.
Maybe Moonlight in Atlanta could have been a lot more hype. I'm sorry, Russ. But that shit was kind of too slow. Way too slow.
All right. So Moonlight in Atlanta by Russ. Okay. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite Latin dish?
Ooh, in Costa Rica we have chifrijo, and it's a bowl of rice with meat and tomato and avocado and beans and all mixed up.
All mixed together?
My mouth is getting watery. Like, all mixed up. And you got chips. And you eat all of that with chips.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, and I've never tried it. So now I have to.
It's amazing.
It sounds delicious.
I recommend it to you.
Question number 4 is, all right, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, Baby Driver. Baby Driver, definitely. Because he had an accident, and he drives. He had an accident, but when he was a kid, and he was listening to music while his car crashed. And whenever he goes and does like robbery, he has to have his headphones and his music, and he connects music to driving. Like, it's such a cool way. That's why it's my favorite music.
Okay, I gotta check that one out. All right, and question number 5 is, what is your ideal first date?
Ooh, can I say?
Say whatever it is. What is your ideal, like? Now I know you're in a relationship, but. Yeah. Let's say you're not in a relationship, right? And there's a guy who, you know, he's trying to kick it to FUFU. He wants to make an impression on you.
Okay.
Okay? What is your ideal first date? What does that guy have to do that you're like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go down with him again?
Okay, first of all, you got to take me to places where there's a lot of lights, where there's a lot of things we could see. I'm a very visual person. So, and have weed. You gotta have at least 2 blunts or something. Because, like, I'm not about to talk to you sober. I can't do that. And just take me, I like car rides with music. I like, if they show me their music, that's what I value the most. Like, the taste in music. Like, and I like it, that's where I go, okay, I'm gonna go out with him again. If we have the same taste in music, that's very important to me. Because I'm not a very talkative person. Like, my perfect dates are going on a car ride with music all down.
But if they're playing music you're not vibing to, you're like, nah.
Exactly.
What's your typical like music that you like listen to? Like when you're in the car, what's the type of music that you play?
Like Spanish trap, like Duki, Quiqueo, and Tiago, like Spanish trap. But it's rare to find people that listen to that here. That's why I'm with my boyfriend.
Yeah, so if they're like playing Lady Gaga or like Beyonce, or like, it's just not gonna work.
I'm gonna think they soft on the inside. I don't want no soft ass dude.
You want to hear that hardcore Latin trap rap music, vibing down the highway.
Yeah.
All right, that's a pretty cool first date. So, go to like a museum or something.
I'm a simple person. I'm a simple person. Like, as long as we got good conversations, good music, weed, and we vibe, I guess that's a perfect date.
Perfect date.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love to hear that. Well, thank you so much, FUFU, for stopping by Mega Atlanta Radio. Please tell everyone where they can find you on social media and what you have coming up.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and everywhere as FUFUM4R. And I'm telling you, there's 4 singles coming up, 2 with a video, and I hope you really like them because I love them.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was nice to be here.